Hi, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and we are back to work on our medieval romance album. And we left off with our hidden spine here. We have it all glued in. I still have my paper wrapped around it so that we don't get glue on it. So this is a hidden spine that is going to float in the on the back of the spine here. There won't be glue here, but there will be glue down here and here for the hinges, the whatever, for the whatever. So we're going to have to line this up in here and glue this down so that it is in the center of this book. But before we do that, I want to put this down just a little bit. I think. Let's see. Well, that's about right. I can always clip that after I get things settled in there. Boy, it just fits, let me tell you. It just fits. This case is just not quite big enough. What I want to do here, right through here, is I want to put on some lace. So I really kind of want to clip that down just a little bit. So I'm going to carefully cut it through here. I know I hear everybody screaming, no, no. Be careful. I know. I'm scared too. I think I need my fabric scissors for one. I'm in the camera up there. Am I? Excellent. If I'm out of camera, I really apologize. I don't mean to get out of the camera. I'm not cutting it off because it's raggy. I'm cutting it off because I want to be able to see a little more of where I'm at. It's going to rag back up anyway, which is fine with me. But I just wanted to get a little closer to the book so I can kind of see where I'm going to put my lace. Okay, let's get rid of that. I'm not saving it. I know it could make something good, but not today. Okay, I'm going to clip this at a slight angle because I don't want it to show. Once I put it in here and put in the cover papers. See here, it will, the cover papers will kind of cover up a lot of that. There's no guarantees I'm doing it right either, so I just hope I'm doing it right. Definitely not the best scissors for the job here. Great paper scissors, not so great sewing scissors. Okay, now if you have any really bulky edges here that have, where the fabric is folded over, you'll want to go ahead and remove that as well. That seems to be okay. Let me grab my ribbon box and see what I have here. Okay, that is what I want right there. So I'm going to glue that on. And let's see. I think I need some. Oops, just lost the top to my glue. There we go. Not that it works any better. I got this big bottle of glue, and I clipped it off way too short, too deep, so it's a giant hole. Now this is the top. I'm not worried about the bottom. Not worried about the top either. But I did want this to have a lace, a little bit of a lace top on it. But I want it to come up a little further, but not enough to hurt the book. Okay. There we go, just so it's peeking out over the top there. And that is going to need to be even there. Okay, so there's that. Now let's let that dry for a moment. And I also want to put some bookmarks in here. But I kind of need to peek at my papers. There were pinks, purples, greens. Let's see, what do we have in here as extras that can be kind of used as little dangling bookmarks. I have just some fibery, like jewelry yarns or whatever they are, mixed media yarns, I don't know. Call them what you will, but I think they would make nice spine dangles or page turners, and it looks like we're going to need 3 because we have 3 signatures. And so, what will the other one be? Regular ribbon? Oh, I don't know. That one's probably not long enough. Nope. No, Angela, not long enough. So I'm just kind of twirling and looking here. Oh, it feels so nice. Nope. Let's put that back in there. Let me roll on over here to my ribbon box, which is across the room now. Let's see. Here we go. I have it. We are going to use green on this because I have 3 green. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. And it's going to be in here and in the books. So I think we will cut them all off right about here. Okay. Put that over there, and that over there. Whoops. And that too, because we don't need that either. And now, do I want to put them just in there so they're not really attached to that, but maybe attached to the spine? Okay. I think what we'll do, excuse my reach across here. We are going to use this right about here. And I'm going to push it down pretty good because I want the fibers to grab into the binding of the book here. Get my little awl out. Now, score tape is really good, but I'm telling you, it does not last forever. So, use it, but also use your glue with it to help hold your fibers in. And we are going to cover that with just a little piece of paper that matches the spine. Let's put that one in the middle. And then we'll put this one here. And then we'll put this one over here. Okay, I'm going to move this one down a little bit. I just want to be sure that they don't come out of here. Okay, now I need something to match that, but you know, I really kind of want it to be thin, more like the weight of the paper. No. Oh, let's see. It doesn't really need to be very long, really. But I do want it to be thin. Just go ahead and use this because it matches the book quite well. So I'm going to go ahead and just ink up the top and a little bit down the sides. Oh, it doesn't need to be this wide, first of all. Well, that should be all right. I think we will tear it down right about here. Okay. Now we'll ink it up some more. Don't need to ink the whole thing. I'm just kind of inking it up a little bit. A little bit more off right there. Okay. I think I do want this. The only reason I'm using this is it's really good glue. But I also know that I want it to adhere to that those material fibers, the lace fibers. Now this is just a personal preference. You do not have to do this if you're making one of these. I have always enjoyed books that had beautiful ribbons coming out of the spine. They've always been a favorite of mine, and that's why I've chosen to do this. See? I don't know how well that's going to hold there. Doesn't look like very well, does it? Because I need to go across here. Oh, tacky glue. Come out, won't you? little too much glue there. So I'm just going to take some of it off. Set that over there where it's not going to get anything all wet. Well, I can see it's going to get a little bit stiff right there, where the glue kind of got where it wasn't supposed to get, but hey, what are you gonna do about it? We're just gonna love it the way it is, and I do. So I'm happy with it. Well, that is not really true, but I have to be happy with it because it is what it is, and really, you're not going to see it. Once this book is glued in here, you'll just see the beautiful ribbons coming out of the top. So, okay, now I can see through my paper here that the girl's face is here and that the words are going this way. So I know that this is the top and this is the bottom. So I'm going to situate this in here. You'll have to forgive my head if it gets in the way. But I need to... I'm going to have to take that one off. I don't know how I got it on there. My goodness, Angela. Guess you're going to leave it there. And we'll just pray that I get it on there right. There we go. That's better. Excuse my head. I gotta look over here. See where I'm at. Because we do, you know, really want this quite evened up. So right about there. Okay, so I can see that my little fancy ribbon is just a little too long on this side. So I need to yank some of that off. And let's see. So we'll take just a little bit off of that one too. Not much on this side. Those will get tossed back in the little bin. Okay. I want to make sure my lace is peeking up just a little bit, but not peering way over the edge. Grab that tight, take a look. This is where I'm having my problem, is I'm not able to see these well enough. And I can't get them off because, let's do it this way. We're just going to have to be careful. Because I'm going to have to see where my book is at. I give up. Okay. Let's clear some of this. Let's clear the deck a little bit. Let's put the big scissors away. Oh, that reminds me. Let's turn on these lights. There we go. Gosh, I used to just craft with my one light over here, and now that I do the filming, I end up having to craft with, oh yes, that's a lot better. I end up having to craft with all kinds of lights. Yes, there we go. Okay, now that to be right there. Cross your fingers. I find if you be sure the glue gets down in there good and gets its little air bubbles out, it actually starts coming out a little bit better. Okay. Oops, I got some glue on the book. That was what I didn't want to do. So I'm quiet because I'm thinking as I go here, trying to be sure that I get up all the glue and stuff that I can. Now I did get some on the back page here, but we'll probably put a pocket there. So we shouldn't have to worry about that too much. It's good it's down here and not up here. Let that sit there for just a minute. I'm going to put my gesso over there to kind of hold it. Okay, let's have a look at this cover and see what we want to put there. Oh gosh, I got so much stuff out. Oh, I don't want to put those there. Put those in the sewing machine area right now. And I'll set those right there. Okay, let's see what we have. Ooh, that's pretty. That'd be a nice one on the back. I like it. So that could be a front and a back there. Not those. These are all fairly light. So we have that. Oh, sorry, that. Let's have a look here. Trying to find a cover for the inside. Oh, these are the ones I printed wrong. So I printed one side and then I started to print another and they were upside down. So here's this. Oh, I do like that. Wonder if that would be okay. Let's cut it down and see what happens to it. Don't really know if it'll fit or not. It's not as thick as I would like. It's just regular copy paper, to be honest with you. So it might be better to use that one that's might be better to use that one over there. That does look pretty, doesn't it? She's printed all the way to the edge. I do have these. And what else do we have? Oh, we do have these. Let's see what this one's like. You know, maybe we'll go with that. I think we will. It's a heavy weight. We need to distress the edges a little bit. I believe that we'll use art glitter glue. That white shows up there, so I'll ink that a little heavier right there. Anyway, I think we'll use this. I hope I have enough. Oh yeah. Just got to get it to come out of there. Oh, we do have that. I may have to use that. This is supposed to go on fabric though. So it should be fine. I don't know if this is going to come out. When you don't use your art glitter glue all the time, I think it just gets cranky. But I love art glitter glue. They get a little knot in them. I know I've said it 100 times, that they do get a little knot in them. So you might have to bear with me here a second. Somewhere I have a pipe cleaner that I got from my husband, and it works really good to clean these out. But it's time to soak them in some hot water and brush them out good. It's definitely a plugged up one. The insides just keep gluing to themselves, and eventually you get this wonderfully plugged up filament thing here. I don't know what you call it. I do know the name of it, by nib. The nib gets all plugged up. Okay. There was a little knot there on the end of that. Let's hope that was it. Oh look, it's volcanoing over here. Okay. Well, it's a little better. Not perfect. But I can definitely tell the nib needs to be thoroughly cleaned. So guess who's getting a bath tonight, Mr. Nib? You and your little Miss Nib over there are both gonna get a bath. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, when your bone folder's got glue all over it, it doesn't help to keep your book clean, nor does it help ensure that your book isn't going to get a tear in the paper. So, do as I say, not as I do. Clean it off before you start scrubbing it down on your paper like I just did. I'm lucky it didn't tear it or anything. Okay. Whew. That one made me sweat. Okay, so as you can see, it's not glued down in here. We're gluing it in this crevice over. So, okay. So what I did was I put this right along the crevice so I could get it down in there. Oops, I think I got it further than I wanted. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I have this kind of covered up here. What I'm doing is lifting up the white fabric and making sure it's not rolled under here. So I'm pulling it out. When I lift it up, I put a little bit of glue on it. With my fingers. Okay, so I really want to get this down in here. And then we want to pull that out. tear the fabric. Okay. Need a new one of those. There we go. I'm gonna get some glue off my fingers. It's not really helping. I can tell you that much. I still got a lot. A whole lot of glue. Now, if I could just find my towel. That would be better, but don't know where it is. Okay, so I do have this little piece that's still sticking up here, so I'm going to glue it down. So mostly the idea is that you just glue it down there as best as you can, really. I can see that I put it over this way too far. I could have centered it a little better. So, but that leaves us a little extra room to play with this front right here. To be honest with you. Gives us a room for a pocket up front, or an added page to the front cover. There's so many things you can do with these. But let's check this. Okay, so we are going to need to cut that right about there. And if we need some of that, we'll put it back on afterwards. So that there. Okay, can you see? Okay. All right. Hold that up for me a minute while I cut this off. Oh, I don't want to cut it, do I? I want to tear it. Look at all this glue. Ah. Alright, so this is going to go this way. Looks like we just make it. Okay, let's ink up our edges. Now here's an area where I've got a little more white edge showing that's not the paper, it's paper, of course. It's just the edge where it didn't print. So just by putting a little extra on there, you can't tell that that's what had happened, was that it was an unprinted edge. Okay, I do have that lump in there. It's going to have to suffice. This is going in this direction. So, we do need a little bit of glue. Let's see, I want that one to start coming down, so. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Art glitter glue. If it gets too bad, I'll just take the nib off. It pours out once the nib's off. But it does come out that way. I really just want this right where the paper is, where the fabric is, because it adheres better. Oh, yes, right there. Okay. Yes, it goes that way because there's her face going that way. Okay, remember what I said about not wanting to tear your paper? I should have done that before. So it's not a perfect job, but you know what? I think it looks great. Anywhere that you have paper coming up, the corners, that's going to be right along the edges and the corners. Or the art glitter glue, where you go around the corner and you just kind of miss that area just enough. Okay. Oops. Let's see. It seems to be glued. It's glued better than I thought. Nice. Okay. Oops. Put one glue up and another jumps down. Okay, let's take a look at this book. Let me pick up my rag on the floor. Ouch, that was my paper rag. And that was my back. Okay, here's my dirty, messy flower towel. It will eventually make a nice cover someday. When it's grungy enough. Okay, so there's that part. Now you can see that it does sort of float in there. I probably could have glued it down a little more right there, but I think it's okay. It's because see, it's over too far here. Yeah, I should have spaced them out a little bit better. It's like it needs an extra signature in it right here. Might have to make one and stitch it in. I think it's okay. Let's have a look. Oh, it's pretty. What do you think? You do okay? Yeah, got a little bit of everything. Beautiful, isn't it? Just beautiful. Beautiful papers. There's one item in our book. Yay! Well, so I can tell you what we're doing tomorrow is we're making things for our book. We gotta finish this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Well, I'll be honest with you, I've been afraid about putting this in because I was afraid it wouldn't fit. I should have spaced out the signatures a little bit better. But actually, they are fine. So for this spine, it could have taken one more signature, for sure. But I tried to space them the same, but this one is still a little bit more. So it tells me that I could have put one more signature in it. So I don't know where, oh, I left off here with our dual pockets. So what are we gonna make? I think these might be ARTYmaze's papers here, huh? I think I printed those out to go with this because I felt that it matched well with it and that it could, we could use some of the pieces. You know, when I get somebody's journal, the pages are always so smooth and beautiful, and I don't know what it is after they become a journal, but it's sort of like the pages feel different. Because to me, I didn't feel the smoothness in my papers, but now I do. Now that it's a journal, they all feel absolutely lovely. You know, and I mean, they're smooth, they're soft, they're absolutely remarkable, you know. Every page is, it's just so awesome. And I kept thinking all this time, as I've been making my journals, that I would never be able to achieve the smooth pages. But you know what? They just happen. They absolutely just happen. And the pages all sound different. You know, they have different noises to them and different feel. But they're just beautiful. It just becomes something wonderful and beautiful, and it's really neat. Really, really neat. There's a piece of glue there. Wow. That is so cool. So what are we going to put there? I mean, I could glue it down in there and then that would hold it better. But I don't really want to do that because that was not the idea. But I can do something there. Something unusual. It doesn't really need to be filled in. What I can do is put the, because we're going to make a, oh, what do you call it? One of the little boards that you can put under your paper to write on. We're going to make one of those so it could actually be inserted right here. So we may put some sort of insert here for that. And we'll glue it in. I'll probably sew it in. But it'll probably just be its own little page. And then you'll pull it out and you'll have a journaling board. I think that'll work. Oh, look at that. I didn't get that glued down all the way. That was before I had my sewing machine in here. So I'll have to glue that a little better. Better check this one too. It's okay. And that one's okay. But this one, not so okay. But we need to glue it down just a little bit. Oh, pretty. Okay. Well, I will think about this for the night. Let's insert our ribbons into our book. So that one goes in the center of that one. This one goes here. And this one goes right here. And there we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then here they are, hanging out the end. I love it. And I love the lace sticking out here. Okay, so tomorrow's adventures. If you have some ideas for the book cover, for what we should put there, please let me know. We do have these. And we do have that. Oh, we do have that. And we'd cut that part off. And then make that like a little standout card there. What else do we have? Not that one. Not that one. Those are just on copy paper. We do have that we could use. That's supposed to be a pocket in the book though, so we better not use that. I may need to print out some of the ladies. I don't know if I have any more over here. Oh, here's some of the bigger cards. That would be pretty. I do want to put lace along here. Whether it goes this way or that way, I don't know yet. Probably going to send it that way. But that'd be okay. We could put it on something thicker and raise it up just slightly, not very much. And then it would have the little tassel hanging out there or whatever, ribbons. So we do have that. And let's see. The other thing we have on ARTYmaze is this lady. And let's see what else. I know she has more things on here. Oh, that's pretty. We are going to put some of these things inside here because they will match very, very nicely. Ah, look at this. That's the 1909 date, though. I don't know that that would help us. This really matches this nicely. Oh, look at that. I got it wet. Darn it. Oh, well, new coffee stain. There. That's the one. That's the one I like. I think we'll probably put her on a journaling card and use her. Or on a thicker cardstock. Yes, I do like her. She's a book, but we're going to not have her as a book. I think we're going to have her as a cover. Oh my gosh, these envelopes are beautiful. Look at that. I do love that one too. But I think that other one is the one we're going to use. And those are the ones that I misprinted. This will make a nice card for the inside. A very nice card, a nice envelope. Well, they all will. But she's the cover girl. You're the cover girl, honey. You're the one. You've been chosen. Okay. I'm going to cut her out just kind of really quick here. Oh, goodness. And I do like that, this paper too. Very pretty. Okay, so here we go. We'll have to round the corners, but we can cut it off a little bit on this side. But I would like to raise it up just a little bit. And let me cut some more off of that. You're helping me think right now. There we go. Yeah. Okay. What do you think? Very pretty, huh? Oh, yes. Beautiful. Okay. I mean, they're similar and well, hers, she's got a lot more fashion on her than okay. Well, yeah, we might cover like this with the coffee dyed paper. Not as a tag. No, I'm not going to do that. Alrighty. Okay, well, that leaves us there with the thought about what we're going to do and how we're going to do the front. Let me know if you have any ideas, and I will see you tomorrow for the next part of this journal. And it's time to start putting items in it. So that'll be fun, huh? All right. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and, which is a thumbs up, please, and subscribe. And if you'd like to be notified, then just click on that bell and it'll start notifying you when I put up a new video. And what else? I guess that's it. Stay safe, stay well, and keep yourselves busy during this time. So We'll all get through this. It's going to be a little while, but we're all going to get through it. And it's going to be fine. So I will talk to you tomorrow. And I hope you have a safe and happy evening. And I hope that you were all blessed tonight with sweet dreams. And thank you for joining me. Bye for now.